Ambazonian woman on ABC TV. We welcome you on this beginning of another weekend. I would just want to greet everyone who is sitting tight that as you're watching, please just share and share and share the link, share through Facebook, through YouTube, and the satellite for those on ground zero. We give you a 21 gun salute, especially to our forces who are defending homeland. God Almighty is your strength. Continue to do the work you are doing, and the end will say, "You did well, my children." And for those watching all over the world, you are equally welcome. We greet you from the Women's Department. Let me just borrow something from the president of the interim government of Ambazonia, Southern Cameroons, the former British trusteeship territory. He says, the independence of Southern Cameroons will not depend on the will of our enemies. The Southern Cameroons independence was decided at the United Nations in 1961. We strongly believe that member states in unison will sit and decide and talk, revisit the independent status of Southern Cameroons. Individual countries may be sitting and making their statements, but as the president said, as President Sarkozy said, the independence of Cameroon of Ambazonia will not depend on the will of our enemies. Once again, we greet you all. Share the link with me today. We will continue with the topic, stay the course, staying the course. And under this major topic, which we've been carrying for a very long time because we have nothing other to do than staying the course to reach Boya, today we'll be bringing you whether it's a rumor, whether it's a saying, whether it's just a group meeting or something, but there is a supposedly grand dialogue. Number two, emerging somewhere. We're going to talk about that. We are also going to bring you some updates on the current COVID pandemic. As mothers in the house, genocide cannot be taking away our children, and on the other hand, the pandemic is taking away our children as well, probably with the support of some misinformation, lack of sensitization, and what have you. And then we are going to continue to talk to remind us, to encourage us why Southern Cameroonians and Ambazonians have every right to be resilient till we reach Boya. Thank you very much. And with me in the studio today is Ma Patience. Ma Patience, you are welcome.
Thank you, Ma Rachel. I extend greetings to everyone watching us today all over the diaspora, particularly Ground 1 and Ground 0. We come here every Friday to remind you that we all have to stay the course till we get to our promised land, which we believe will happen in our lifetime. So thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being resilient. Thank you all for being patient. And thank you for trusting God that He will lead us to that promised land. Ma Rachel, thank you so much for having me here today again.
Yeah, Ma Patience, thank you. And I thank God Almighty for always making it possible for you to start work on Fridays later in the day. And because God Himself knows that your children do need you, as the mother of the Secretary of State in the Women's House, the Women's Services. I'm so happy that you have the opportunity, you have the time to come and talk to mothers, children, the whole family, our husbands, our brothers in general. Like I said today, we may want to repeat ourselves again and again. It's better to repeat something and get it than not to have it at all. And at the end, you say, I did not know, I did not hear. For the fact that some persons may be busy today, they may not have listened to us last week. They will get something from what we are still saying today, because the main reasons behind is no one should be left out. We should be informing ourselves and encouraging ourselves, because that is really what we need at these difficult times. So, my patients, the thing I would really like us to start with is this pandemic, this COVID controversy. Everyone knows that COVID is killing all over the world. For this we white man country wey we dey so, the thing don kill, e dey kill people. You no even know again whether person get money or whether person na white man or whether person na poor man or whether the person fat or the person dry or the person don old or the person still young. You no know again, because since the thing comot dem be say na old people, but now you see even small pikin dem dey sick the thing, dem dey die. So na the thing that way. And now the thing to people dey be kill say e no dey reach Africa, e no fit hold Africa because place dey hot. So you whether na heat, dem be say heat go kill am. I no know. It's a very sad thing, because when I look back at our condition there for Africa, we not even, plenty people not fit even get nivaquine when they get malaria. Then this one wey dey kill people, then they fly. So na how people they want do. So my pay, you be pharmacist, you know some of the things then too. I would like me talk, me people they hear.
Yes, my Rachel. I want to start for just say this COVID-19 na real problem, na real virus will be caused by that SARS coronavirus. It be real. The reason I dey insist say it be real, and I say some people they did it, they don't say it not be real thing. It be very real, because some of them for Amazonia, when I don't experience with close family members them or friends, they don't die. Just like that. We get cases where people they don't come out America for go visit, just for go short visit. They go contract them for they die. Just like that. So it be real. And whenever something don't happen for where we been a pandemic, the World Health Organization they come up with means for curtail it for make sure that people they don't continue for die. So for this particular one, they plan for make that vaccine where they don't finally succeed for make them. In fact, now first time for history where they come up with vaccine for such a short time where they can for immunize a lot of people. So at least people get the fear say, okay, this kind of thing when they take only like 12 months for manufacturer. How will we trust them? Me, I be pharmacist. Me too, I be the fear. You know, I began my own doubt. Say, do I really want to have myself injected with something like that? Where they never really test them over and over and over. It never stand the test of time. Where some people, the way we thank them, say for this work, you get some people the way that they volunteer for science, you know, they get that kind of good heart where they really volunteer. We hope say after 1 year where they don't volunteer, they don't get this vaccine for their body, we'll see the ramifications, whether they continue for being well, their normal self, or whether something happen eventually. But they call us an emergency vaccine, so it be recognizing make everybody vaccinate themselves. But we won't get special talk on this particular matter for Amazonia, Southern Cameroons. Say the kind of vaccine where they don't send them for we side. Now some kind of Chinese vaccine, they call it Sinopharm. Now Chinese made vaccine. We not say we culture, we not really like things the way they come from China, right? We not like things that come from China. And we know say this vaccine, so other one they don't make them, they call them Pfizer and they call them Moderna. It be realistic, say Pfizer, the way they store Pfizer, maybe Amazonia, Southern Cameroon, they no fee get the facilities for that kind of vaccine where they store them for very, very cold temperature, extremely cold temperature. We now figure that facilities for such a vaccine. And then the other one they call a Moderna. It be stored for also cold temperature, but not be as cold as the Pfizer one. That one also, we know say it don't reach for La Republic because some people there for Yaoundé, they don't vaccinate themselves with that one called Moderna. So the question I say, this cheap one, they don't, I shouldn't say cheap, but we always say things from China, they be cheap. This one, they don't send them to us from China. We don't read for literature. Say it not be very effective and it not be very safe. It not be very effective and it not be very safe. They don't send them for we side for Southern Cameroons, but they never really send them plenty for La Republic land. So that one a cause for concern. That one a cause for concern. You know, I believe in the science of vaccination. I get that one very clear. I believe in vaccination. But there are times where we get to be very cautious because we dey at war. First of all, we dey at war. Rachel, might even go back a little bit. I start this talk right from middle. When I know say last year, 2020, the United Nations, they come up with a resolution. I not even call it number because it don't matter. They'll come up with a resolution where they will say, may La Republic, may any place of the world where war day, may they put down their arms so that the people that instead for the die for war, may they find ways for fight this new sick what they call COVID-19. Many countries for the world, they be signed to that and they be abide. But La Republic no be abide by that. La Republic no pull the armies from our territory. It continue to kill us. For we, La Republic be more dangerous to us than COVID because it don't kill most of us, or it don't kill many of us. And then this year, 2021 for February, this same United Nations, they come up with another resolution, say, may the warring areas where conflict the day, may they put down their weapons them, so that they feel safely travel for go administer this vaccine them for people them. La Republic, again, no answer to that. So what did that one tell now? It tell us that La Republic not care for we people them because they continue kill us. What will be the answers for vaccination, right? Vaccination, the aim for vaccination are for prevent death, right? That's the ultimate goal for immunize people that may they not die. So if somebody did it kill us already, why they get for come give us vaccines now? So it be so unrealistic. Say you did it kill us every day on a daily basis, then you decide for take free vaccine for China. Well, you know the game for your own people themselves. You know what? Many people they really prove say this vaccine good. May when I get ask all the mayor them and governor them, all the CPDM officer them, may they can line one by one. May somebody verify say that really the China vaccine the way they give them. May they see us when they inject that vaccine, put it inside needle, the same right vaccine. May they see proof say it really enter inside their hand when they push the vaccine inside. Don't be that kind of pretend one they will see them. If when I get verification, say all that mayor them, all the governor them, all the ministers them, they can't line up. They take this particular China vaccine, no other vaccine, but China vaccine. Give them some 1, 2, 3 months. Maybe after this vaccine, they be fine. Then we feel consider say, okay, maybe that vaccine be fine for people. As for now, we not trust the government, La Republic. We not trust China in own type of vaccine. So we did tell now. I think the Department of Health and Social Services will come get a more detailed talk about here. But the reason I bring it up now, say the vaccine don't really reach with land. It don't really reach there. So some of when I doubt, should we go get the vaccine or shouldn't we? When I be uncertain, me I can't talk to una as a mother, as personally. Say if I be the stay for La Republic, if I be stay for there now, with the knowledge when me I get them, me I know take me that vaccine. So if I know take the vaccine, why me I go suggest him I go take that vaccine? It not be right, right? I go get for talk for that. Do what the way me I fit do I say the same thing to una. And if I tell una someone not take that vaccine and I give una condition they want to fit take the vaccine, where all these ministers them, all these La Republic colonial mayors and governors where they can line up, they take the vaccine, they want to get some small proof. Secondly, are we on? Rachel, do you hear me?
With our voices. It's
okay. All right. So secondly, if we tell una someone not vaccinate ourselves, what will be the only option? The main option are preventive methods. When I get to go back to the basics, prevention is the key. When I stop all that gathering, when I gather for places where cry die, for marriage, for church, when I stop all this social, when I get for practice social distancing, and also what they call physical distancing. When I get for do that for protect ourselves, when I get for the wear clean mask all the time, wash our hands frequently with soap or use the sanitizer if I get access to sanitizer. You know, all those things. I want to cough, when I cover, when I cough, you know, when I cover, when I sneeze. All those elementary basic things I'm going to protect una for now. And when I not go for unnecessary gathering, bars and all the like, when I stop all this going to the bars, you know, prevention is the key. Prevention is better than cure. When I know that old saying we don't hear over and over and over. Prevention is always better than cure. So that is what it is now till this government will come tell una which kind of vaccine be safe for una, you know. We be praying say if we don't get we on land right now, we will make the real investigations, get the right vaccination for una. But right now they don't care about una, so they will give una any kind of thing. Marriage, I don't know whether I get anything for Adam to this small story.
Vous voyez, c'est clair.
De recevoir sa première dose de vaccin anti-Covid. Quelques secondes suffisent.
Yeah, we'll watch that video now.
Yeah, we'll watch that video small time because we will talk some ending sentence before we watch that video. One thing where my patients already tell me na say, they used to talk say country fashion fine. Simple rules them, they fine. Obedience used to fine. Because you know if you trust on thing where they don't go put them for bottle for some that country where my patients don't overcall their name, so bring them, can't give them. We be see for our TV time with Secretary Chris be the talk, it show we rice, whether people that take plastic, put them inside machine, melt them, but small hole, then they come all the rice, they cut and put them for back, they send them. If some person they feel bikini they do that kind of thing for chop a person they chop. Wait to be that small water we don't know just go carry maybe na some poisonous water say put inside the thing. For can bikini chicken for people that skin say I call and later will bikini call and munkele. They take and that time they can't chicken for your skin, say na vaccine. We go to think all these things them. Ground Zero, I hope say una don connect una satellite where una dey get back ABC where this talk then so where would the talk una go fit dey hear. Because for one man country here or for abroad or for diaspora, do how. Even if the vaccine no fine, they go do statistics before they go give am for people them. But our problem now na una for down there. Where if person talk he say I no go take am, he wash his hand. Even Boris Johnson, the premier, the prime minister for UK, he talk say the thing where he reduce the number of people that are dying is not the vaccine, na the social distancing. The not gather yourself from plenty places, just follow that small rules then for wash your hand. I know some now ask we say, also I'll get the money for go begin the buy thing and kind of wash and they do all those things. Where water 7 effect come off for tap. And why that way would dey cry for say a whole that whole country wey we be know say water dey, river dem dey, person dem fit borehole dem connect water for every side because this ground wey she don so una get the thing we learn am for geography say water surface. If e dey for down, dem go borehole so tey go meet up am for down, then bring am up, start connect am for different houses. But after how many years una say we still say we dey for independence, that kind thing never happen. And why that way we dey cry for talk say make people dey really try for be Ambazonia, fight for Amazonia, fight for Southern Cameroon, may e be a nation wey at least you go fit get some small thing wey e go show say na human being, forget that sense of living. Because this video wey we go watch am so, una go surprise because inside the video you dey check whether God make white man and black man the same, or na black man just decide for kill himself, decide for live and make dem dey use it anyhow. When na the thing that way we dey beg Ambazonians dey say make una try comot for these people the way they go bring the kind trouble for we. Because white man, una go look am for here, dem no do nothing for white man, but for black man dem do am. So una ask the question. E no good. We dey talk so na because say we too be mami dem, we be sister dem, before dem go take something chook am for your skin, just the same way they give you plastic rice. And then your own country no go fit protect you for say don't bring plastic rice for my people. We be see how Kenyan president be block the thing for their seaport. They no dare enter with that thing for Kenya. They prove am. Then una think say na which kind government wey we will get am wey dey just dey allow any kind thing make e just can enter. Chris man thing dey go just dey come. Any kind thing wey go dey poison people, slow poison. Abeg, technical crew, could you just like give us that video so let's see what is happening. When the vaccine is not right in Africa, this is how they treat it.
Et la voici vaccinée. Le système des Nations Unies en Côte d'Ivoire dans son ensemble mobilisé. C'est au tour d'Angèle Diorossou, représentante du Haut Commissariat des Nations Unies pour les réfugiés en Côte d'Ivoire.
Regardez l'infirmière. Elle injecte bien le produit sur la femme noire. Vous voyez, c'est clair.
De recevoir sa première dose de vaccin anti-Covid. Quelques secondes suffisent et la voici vaccinée. Le système des Nations Unies en Côte d'Ivoire dans son ensemble mobilisé pour prendre part à cette campagne de vaccination. Philippe Poinceau est le coordonnateur résident du système.
Et pour les blancs, on fait semblant de piquer. Regardez bien, elle n'injecte rien du tout. Donc, conclusion, on pique les noirs, mais pas les blancs. Qu'est-ce que vous pensez de ça?
Des Nations Unies pour le développement dans le pays.
Nous sommes venus avec plusieurs chefs d'agence du système des Nations Unies.
Wow.
I don't know whether una see that video fine. Una all man know say when they chook injection, they will hold am so. They will chook the thing for inside. But time wey they wan do, they just touch that, they just hold am so for that man. Then they just wetin be that one?
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean? We go ask now the question, say that means say they fit give na black man anything, and that one they talk say na for Côte d'Ivoire it take place. Côte d'Ivoire na brother for La République du Cameroon. They go leave any kind thing may enter inside. We will see some video then too for South Africa, how way South Africa they be deny, say me they carry the vaccine, they may they go. They no need them. They say they no need that vaccine. They drive the motor, they will fire. At least country get to get concern for people, get standard, not be only money. Human life, na first priority. Ambazonian then, na so God forbid though, We will not die this kind of chicken die.
Yeah, but Rachel, you say human life is a priority. They don't really prove over and over, say they don't really care for us, right? They kill us every day. This proof for this vaccine, I say, if that white person really believe in the vaccine, I don't know whether now official, because there's no need for you for go shit on down for pretend. So that's possibly somebody who is maybe a government official to go pretend say he don't take vaccination, because if you be a regular person, why should you even go and bother if you're not going to have the vaccination? So you get a lot of people where they be in high authority, where they will go for show the population, so they themselves don't get the vaccination. They will do it for that kind of pretend way where the person where they inject the needle, they really push the syringe, push the plunger in, it just touch the person's skin with the tip, but nothing goes in. If you really believe in the science of the vaccination, you believe say the vaccine be safe, why you know get them? Now prove that say there are a lot of and one more thing where it don't really concern me, and I really wish say when they be make this vaccine, they will make the same type of vaccine, maybe just two types of vaccine. The one will really be needed for high temperature, and the one way, I mean, the one where you feed take them for places where they not get means for store them, and the one where you feed take them for any other place. There's no reason in my mind why you should have six. Right now we know that there are 6 different vaccines, 6 different ones. They have the Pfizer, they have the Moderna, they have the AstraZeneca, they have the Johnson and Johnson. Wait for America, they don't put a pause in it because people did get
Even for
blood
Europe.
clot. Yeah. You have Sinopharm, the one they sent out for China, another one called Sinovac. So we get that 6 now. So as a scientist, as a pharmacist, I wonder why just get only 2 vaccine because of the temperature issues. Well, if you give them for anybody, why should some people have a particular type of vaccine and others have a different type? How you decide who will get which type of vaccine? Are some people more important than others? Are some people more human than others? So that kind of question they go over my mind, because in my own opinion, Moderna should be what should be in all over La Republique and Amazonia, because we're not getting means for keep that Pfizer. So Moderna should be in both La Republique and Amazonia. Or worst case scenario, the AstraZeneca will be very rampant in UK. So all these things that they make them for China should not really, there's one from Russia also, should not be getting into our territory. Anyway, we don't really spend too much time on this. We don't really give una just the basics where Rachel don't talk, say simple things that be important. Just continue to have preventive measures, just the basic things where you avoid crowd, wash your hands, wear clean mask. We don't see some pictures they took for some masks where they get worms inside. We'll not even go for that one because I don't even know whether that is true or not, but I don't see strange things, and they're all coming from China. So my country people them, my mommy them, my papa them, this interim government will come up with a very, very official statement soon for tell when the position about this vaccination. It will be something coming from the government. When I begin to look out for that one in the near, maybe within today, by the end of today or tomorrow, they will not talk, when I get exactly the statement from the government waiting for do with this vaccination issue. But when I try to stay safe and avoid the vaccine at all costs, and if when I must get the vaccine, when I make sure say the people them like the pastors, even the funky, I'll mention them, all those people that when they be in leadership position, when I make sure that they take the same vaccine where somebody really inject them for their skin, and then when I practice on our social distancing, when I wait like 3 months before I go take that vaccine. But I just talk here because we go wait for official statement from the government. Marisha, I think we don't really exploit that one.
Yeah, Mape, the other thing I say, some other report come out now say, that the talk say, the vaccine the way they send am for Africa no fit do blood clot. I dey wonder whether Africans they not get blood clot, they not get a blood for their skin. And na for who now wey they don't test them before they know say enough fit clot Africans them. And na which time where the vaccine reach for Africa, and na how many people then where they don already vaccinated, and na how what amount of time they don already give am for say okay, after 3 months there were nothing. Because from statistics we see say 1 from 500 people then for Africa na dem dey vaccinate them, or for poor countries. For rich countries we get 1 to 4 persons. So now why that way they don't say and say blood clots they occur. So for me, this statement where they say for black people then maybe or for poor countries blood clot no go fit take place. Me no man no fool una. Now so they be first someone that be they assume say the thing no go reach for them because place the hot, but it don't reach. Not be it don't reach now. So make dem no still can't tell una say take vaccine because say blood clot no go be. We fit only pray God Almighty may really help our people out of this. It's a kind of, I don't know whether na some international confusion or na some international manipulation where person no fit talk because people dey die every day. So you dey think say may I go take am, I go safe. If I not take am, maybe I go still die. Okay, all those things, but the final thing, no na cut fever grass, cut orange, cut apple, cut lemon, take onion. All those ones that una first try for prevent am, una wash una hands, party, nightclub, off license, all those things dem mimbo. Una no still drink am because even for here, time wey that thing be start, they say no drinking of beer. No drinking of beer. So abeg, make una pikin hear fine. At least it go help. It will help.
Yeah, and also the
Anyway,
steam treatment. The steam treatment. If somebody comes down with something, we'll not forget that steam treatment. Yeah, thank you,
that one
Maruche.
where
Yeah,
they cover skin, the
yeah,
hot and so cover skin fever with hot water.
yeah,
And another time, oh God have mercy. Yes, mapping.
yeah.
Which one want talk again? Go ahead.
Oh, I
Still
think if you
get
don't mention, so yeah, go ahead. I think you want mention, so we'll talk about that Grand National Dialogue where they say they come again,
yes,
another one.
yes, Grand National.
Yeah.
I
So,
not go fit talk over because man take you back last week. One of
okay.
our brother, I been make allusion for one of our brother here where na professor na Dr. Ngwanyam wey be talk say
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it is another dialogue is coming where there will be reconciliation, where there will be unity, where there will be everything. Then the statement wey be funny me for back be na say e be say and after that anybody wey not toe the line. So I be ask me the question I say if they not toe line, which line where Ambazonia they want toe am again? Pass this one where they never go school for how many years, where they don't become refugees, where many of them they for prison, small pikin they inside prison. Small pikin dem dey for street for Nigeria that dey born their pikin dem dey sell am for money because which toe the line. They don burn 400 villages only for dem for Tonton pikin dey do dirty construction, window dressing, tarring of road in Bamenda when the major highway to lead to Bamenda nothing e no dey. So na which toe the line? So if we fit don dey hear now say how they call am Grand National Dialogue dey come again number 2. Now with who? Now with who dem wey they want do this Grand National Dialogue? And na
Yeah,
for who e favor?
exactly.
In whose favor?
So,
Na the
Rachel,
question that
yeah,
way we go try for discuss am.
yeah. But we even go back for that first Grand National Dialogue. I want to read which way the president for the neighboring country be talk on September 19, 2019, a month before the dialogue. He said, I have decided to convene from the end of this month a major national dialogue that will, in line with our constitution, enable us to seek ways and means of meeting the high aspirations of the people of the North, West, and Southwest regions, but also of all other components of our nation. So that was the message of the dictator Paul Biya on the 19th of September 2019, just a few days before they convened the Grand National Dialogue at the end of September 2019. Okay, remember that the only reason this so-called Grand Dialogue was convened was to solve the what they call Anglophone crisis. We don't use the word Anglophone crisis because it's beyond that. It's a Southern Cameroon's Ambazonia crisis. So that was the reason why that they convened that Grand National Dialogue. And we know what the prescriptions came from that, where they gave us the special status as one of the solution. They talk about reconstruction and all the like, and the DDR centers where they get some of our boys. So by and large, the only reason they are talking about a Grand National Dialogue number 2 was because the first one not be succeed. And let's ask why not be succeed. Number one, when you get dialogue, really, when you get dialogue, you really get for engage. Yes, my dear.
My parents cut you small.
Yeah.
But I already get dialogue. Why they need dialogue again?
Because the first one failed.
No. Because
the first one failed, the problem is still there.
They get people talk plenty in them, but when you reflect again, you ask and say, somehow we have to talk.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mappy.
So the first one failed, and why it failed? You don't ask that question. Why you need a second one? Why did the first one fail? So when you get dialogue for solve problem, you get for engage the people the way they really be part of the way they experience the problem, right? And how would they experience the problem? The Ambazonians, the Southern Cameroonians, not Anglophones, Ambazonians, Southern Cameroonians. Where on September 2017, they will come out and massively all over the world with peace plans for say that they go reclaim their land. And then for October 1st of the same year, 2017, they announced their restoration of their independence. Now that people the way we talk about, now them get for go sit down for table with La République du Cameroon. It no matter who there for La République du Cameroon, whether you be unionist or be federalist, or you want special tax status, you want 10-state decentralization or whatever decentralization, you be part of La République. So that dialogue therefore happened between those two people them, these two opposite ends. Is that what happened during the first Grand National Dialogue? No, the one that be happen for Yaoundé. So what is gonna be different this time? We'll not get the details, we'll just guess. Maybe they're gonna take and go for some different towns. Yes, so.
The thing I say, if they don't talk say na only for this season that the plan come. If you come out say you ain't go plan corn for some another season, may not think say you go expect harvest. It no go fit be. Me and you dey here for country where winter dey here, when snow don't fall, you fit plant flower for your garden. You no fit plant flower for your garden. You no go see the flower because one, snow go press the flower for down. Even before summer, why even come, the thing go don already die. So now the thing that when me I think say this for people that they work at the tonton now say they want make number. I just want advise say that money where they spend am, pay people them flight all over the whole place, like people them, like people the way they not get nothing where they even help for anything. One, I first talk about the place where you plant something. Two, I talk about the season. Now for who side where the one go hold that grand national dialogue, now it go matter. Not be all we don't talk say maybe third party something out of the place where people that go feel work go reach the way go be free. And then maybe now for some season where it go bear fruits. And then the people then too they go camp for the thing. You know, when you want make a party fine, they'll say you bring people of caliber. So you go bring people the way they go can create impact for that party, for that meeting where you call them. You see why Security Council they succeed? Because they call France, they call all that member where they matter. So you know, you go make meeting where you just call any kind person may come. Anywhere of your choice where you'll be referee, linesman, goalkeeper. Then now you be player for the two teams. You think say something go work. You no go work. No man no go even respect you for the thing where you do. Talk less of the grass. Even the grass where you play for the field. He no even respect you. That grass where you press the head. He no respect you.
RACHAEL, maybe our technician that will put us that short video before we continue this talk on this so-called Grand National Dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
One day, call a joining dialogue. It's not this Yaoundé that I know, unless it's Yaoundé 2 that's coming from Mars, another planet. If it's this one that I know, RA2G, we are wasting our time. The Senate. That is budget being wasted for no good reason. Yaoundé, hear me very well. I am telling you, senators, I'm sorry for saying so, but it's the truth. You have no use as of now. I am sorry to say that too. So don't be a senator without portfolio, because the portfolio does not hold. Now, Senator V. Imukete spoke well. The question now is to let you know that he was straight water on the desk back. I said you can go on Google's YouTube and look for that video. Watch the way the government officials were commenting as the statement was going on. That is budget being wasted by the Senate. That is budget being wasted for no good reason. Yaoundé, hear me very well. I am telling you, senators, I'm sorry for saying so, but it's the truth. You have no use as of now. I am sorry to say that too. So don't be a senator without portfolio, because the portfolio does not hold. Now, Senator V. Imukete spoke well. The question now is to let you know that he was straight water on the desk back. I said you can go on Google's YouTube and look for that video. Watch the way the government officials were commenting as the thing was going on. It will tell you, just like my brother from PSR was quite saying, it was more of a one-man show. That, well, he was acting like what you call drama. And so in the course of that, after he finished that, things went worst. They want commission of bilingualism, of nothing to write home. In fact, that one is another files of the first order. After that one again, reconstruction came in again. All these things cosmetic means that what the statement said while he was in the Senate meant nothing to them. Mr. Leo, if you are hoping anything good, I got Dr. Nick just said a while ago that another dialogue is coming by the head of state. Any Cameroonian, if you think that Yaoundé can solve this crisis as of now, you are daydreaming. Because 4 years, getting to 5 years now, we are still playing ping-pong game. And CPD militants tell you the head of state is still organizing another one to come. For where? It is a dream. In fact, never you believe on that. The crisis now cannot be solved if for the Imukete spoke. Nothing is changing. Kanatumi spoke, and nothing is changing. Wilbur spoke. Nothing is changing. Senator Kemende spoke. Nothing has changed. Nigel Frundi spoke. Nothing has changed. In fact, Yaoundé, they have cotton ball in their ears. They will not hear anybody so long as this thing will work against their interest. That's what I've said. Because Kadatimi has spoken, Fonviv Koede spoke, and nobody took it serious. If you want to talk about coming out of this quagmire, a third party is required. If anybody goes on air and deceive you, that Yaoundé regime will one day call a joining dialogue. Game. You have no use. Not this thing will, so long as this thing will work against their interest. That's what I've said. Because Kadatimi has spoken, Fonviv Koede spoke, and nobody took it serious. If you want to talk about coming out of this quagmire, I'm telling you.
It's okay. It's okay.
You made the point very clearly.
Let me just say something here. Let me not say like this. Our brother saying this thing. Amazonians are very intelligent. We know very well, but we have a problem of denial. We have a problem of denial. We know that we cannot solve, that problem cannot be solved as per se within the context we all know. But sometimes because of our beletics that we are playing, or because of whatever thing it is, some people still just hang on to say they should keep on doing. But what do you think you are doing when your own days are drawing closer to go, even everybody is drawing closer to the grave? What are you leaving behind for posterity? Why can't you tell a Republic government in the face? Pamukete, they said it. My brother was naming it all there. May their souls rest. I don't know whether I'll put it how for it to rest. I don't know. But let God alone knows. For you and I that are still alive, would you just sit and watch your children, your young unborn children, just being massacred, killed, genocidal, and for a learned man to come and say if that dialogue will take place, anybody that will not toe the line, what will happen? Is there anything more? Why can't you people use your wisdom, the intelligence you have, the influence, and talk to the people? Even withdraw from the Yaoundé. You think you and your family will live forever in Yaoundé? Will you people live forever? Will you live forever? Even if it's millions, millions, millions that you have. Our parliamentarian that died in Mogamo, how much millions was he having? Is he not gone? Yeah. Where are the millions? May his soul to rest. So there are many things that we can be saying here. Why permit somebody, La Republique, to be dragging dialogue? Come and go to the Swiss talk. Stop hanging around also with our former leaders in jail. How do you negotiate with people in jail? What kind of people just let themselves to be carried away? You leave the interim government that is out here, you be talking with people in jail? How can you settle in? Are we not being, all of us, are you not being made a laughing stock? There is no day none of you have in any way called for President Sako for an interview somewhere. You keep projecting our brother who is in jail to come and give you interview, and you push him to be saying things that you want to hear. How is he helping who? There is never a winner in any war. You want to go for another dialogue. What is so difficult to say? Troops, retreat, retraitez-vous. What is so difficult to say? We clear the barracks. Okay. People are suffering in prison. My patience, I beg, maybe you should take some of the talking and be talking, because if I stay here, I have some things that I can begin to talk and be going. It's so annoying.
I know it's annoying. Well, my Rachel, the problem with this so-called Grand National Dialogue 2 that is coming, they will probably want to make it a little bit different this time around. So they may probably want to change the venue. Maybe it will not happen in Yaoundé. That's a possibility. I'm just guessing that it will probably happen somewhere. Let's assume that they take it to Ambazonia, somewhere in Ambazonia. Maybe Victoria or Buea or Bamenda, because those are our three main cities. Let's assume that they take it there and have the place filled with their CPDM people, with the likes of Bala and Samuel Funky and all those staunch supporters of this government. How will this solve the problem if you don't have the interim government representative, President Sako, present there? And of course, he cannot be there because that is not a safe environment, right? If he puts his foot in Douala, he will be arrested. Let's assume that they take Sissoco there to wherever this dialogue is, and that he represents Ambazonians. It's already a failure because he doesn't represent the majority of Ambazonians. He's not the interim president of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. So that will also be already a failure. The only thing, as that other young man said, is to go with an internationally recognized mediation process. And the Swiss process is already there, 2 years counting. When La République was already 1 foot in, now it's probably 1 foot out. It's just stalled. Why is La République so afraid to go there when the table is already set for La République? Why waste time to do another dialogue in your own country that will really end up not solving the problem? It doesn't matter what you do. You can continue with all the reconstruction that you're building places, putting down people's homes and building roads and all the like. That will not solve the problem. The problem will be solved if you go to the root causes of the problem. And the root causes lies with the failed decolonization and the try to assimilate Southern Cameroonians. Now, if La République has a leg to stand on, if they really, might talk for Pidgin, if La République, they really believe that they get strong case, if they really believe that they get strong case, why did they fear for go that Swiss-led process? Why did they fear? And then like say when you get court case, you sue somebody, and then somebody sue you, but you believe that you get strong court case, you will go for that court case, right? If you don't believe in the court case, but if you believe that you don't get strong case, you probably want for solve and for behind. You probably want to say, okay, might just give this person some small money, may just forget this. But if you get strong case, you will go for court, for go defend yourself. That Swiss-led process now like court. More they go join case. Why La République they fear? If the truth be on their side, then they go. But they fear. In any case, may they continue with their supposedly Grand National Dialogue number 2. That one also go fail. It no matter where it take place, whether it take place on La République land or for Ambazonia land, it no matter. Whether you get Sissoco, may Komogo represent, it no matter. Because the only one way go work now when the leaders of Southern Cameroons, where now President Sako and the team and the members of Team Ambazonia, they be involved. Anything other than that is bound to fail. As simple as that. And we don't hope, say, the new president, President Biden of the United States of America, we really hope, say, when he be entered a administration, he said that the policy for America will be a hands-on policy. Means say they go really get engaged, involved. And when they do the hearing, the confirmation hearing for Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, he the comment, he mentioned the name of Cameroon. He mentioned the name of Cameroon, said there's a war going there where people are fighting. When you mention the name of a country, I be confident they go look into the country for see what will happen. And then they go for find ways for solve them. It also make a comment somewhere say the only way for solve conflict then have to have a dialogue. And dialogue for be important for resolve things, you get for have dialogue between the parties that way they be involved. You know, we get dialogue with people that way they not be involved. Dialogue happening in La Republic with federalists and unionists and all the like, not be the kind of dialogue. We want dialogue with the restorationists and the unionists. That's kind of dialogue we go solve this problem. So, Rachel, this is their grand national dialogue. When they wait for here when it will happen, we believe it's going to be a failure, no matter where it happen. No matter where it happen.
Make them begin waste their time because the pity what the pity for here now the Amazonians the way they dey inside the thing, the warn people they say dialogue is coming and there will be this and there will be that. I don't know whether them too they think say they are God or they have already acquired the godly status. Because if they even fail to feel the pain that Amazonians are going through, for even beg to advocate for something that will really bring at rest, we go really end this sinful act. That war where President go just wake up for country, declare war for a people, declare war for one part. Each thing they pretend say na a country, how no? Now not remind them say Southern Cameroon get a pillars, boundaries at independence. Now wait till they worry even the Amazonian themselves. The thing I say, they say you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. But the thing I say, only knowing the truth is not enough. It's acting and doing the truth. That is enough. Any statement where any person they wake up, they make am, when a lie statement, I want you talk for year where I follow some interview, don't na some cheap, meaningless newspaper mutation where former interim president Siseko, they give you that interview for there, they ask you say why he dissolve the interim government. He talk say he not dissolve the interim government, he just add na cabinet. My people dem, una go remember very well. Not be say we dey here for judge people their talk, but we the one judge people they make them talk truth because the truth sef for Naira hotel never still comot. We only
Right.
get na say we go there for this one for that one. Now why that way they never still free them? Because if dem don talk the truth say una be guard the thing will be really happen say now una be make am before we come for Naira hotel. Maybe they for don say una be go fool these people. But they are concealing the truth. And then may I go for that statement where they ask you, he say he be only suspend, he be only add na cabinet. He not dissolve a cabinet. And if una get history, dates and statistics very well, na 5th of January was on the 5th of January 2018 when Naira Hotel incident took place. The day where Seseko Ayoktabe call another government was the 13th of May 2019. That is 1 year,
1 year.
3 months later. Does that mean the Amazonian struggle was on hold?
Mm-hmm.
Because me, I want ask, and that time, na me I be prison director for the interim government. If be think say na how coordinated the things that be dey way that day way it be comot said.
Yeah.
If be get the tracksuit, the green and white tracksuit the way they be buying for them. It be comot na up for. They be get access to Mona Foundation where we can't give them hospital bills, where we can't take them, check them for eye. Was it just by accident? Or the microwave, how they be coordinate am before the NGO bring am, can't give them. The chop where they be the receiver every time after doctors be don consult them, say make they dey feed them according to their health condition, fruits, every that thing they be the carry and they bring am every time. If he say now who they be the coordinator, if there was not a government in place, was it just Oaza? Was it just anyhow? So the thing I say, if people not talk true, and the most painful thing wey dey for dis things na say that very 13th of May 2019, na that same day wey Security Council be the seat for talk about this our Amazonian quest. E create another government for say na e be the president. Until today, e dey still go the talk say na e be the president, knowing fully well say Amazonians dey for outside, they dey beg you say, Papa, just be quiet, mo fight this thing. When we fight this thing, na so you two go comot for that place. Statistics don't even show sef say La Republique the movie people dem for prison. If we not be very careful, I pray it will not be their portion. Because if we look at what will happen for Mendoza, if we see the one we don't have, it happen for Opa, it don't need them. For many others, the way they did, the way that they perish. They go fit think for say, may they say, una dey for outside, una we keep fight this thing.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I say, people that don't forget say with the build and nations and institutions, but if you look at them, they want push na their own personal thing for saying na me. So if you be the president, why things that even your own position never shake? But you projecting yourself all the time, the enemy is taking advantage. It's taking advantage. So now I say the truth. When you talk the truth, it will set you free. Spiritually, physically.
Physically.
It will set you free. So for me, may not go begin the talk say because the people that will be sit for put this current interim government, how they don't arrest person with the whole cabinet, they go lock them for enemies dungeon. Then all we go just should on the way they say that is our president, that is our president. Now president will not deny, but we have to move on by giving the baton to another person. Take this baton, the worker with them. Make the quest where will be start, except say it not be there originally for the quest of this thing. And my problem now, the many Amazonians then way they decide to keep following him, learned men and women. I don't know whether not because of their own belly or not just say for what reason, or they need to see the suffering where they go on for Amazonia. I can't put two and two together. Where person go lie, because this is a blatant lie. Everybody be carry their hand for head that they whoa, they way Security Council want talk this thing. Now that day where you to 13th of May 2019. Now that day where you go form another government. Why you do this thing like this? And then today, if they see advocates say there should be talks, they should remove them all for prison. They should do this for we prison where they want move all people. How you not gonna know your enemy? Wisdom now for know who your enemy be. And then work against your enemy is strategy. And if you know if you work against your enemy strategy, that means say you don't give your enemy the upper hand to kill you or to continue to oppress you, or to use you like their bait. You go put the worm, throw am inside water, fish go the can go can hook. Now they need use na worm again because fish be the chop the worm before they catch the fish. Now they don't do something plastic. Don't do plastic now. When they make am fish am, e go come. They will catch the fish, but the bait still there. The bait no dey ever die because na plastic. So when you make yourself a bait, plastic bait, every time they want to cross kill your people, they use you. Come and talk. You go and talk. People love you, people respect you. But the thing that way you go just dey do, it dey put everybody by the side, and by some means, some other one dem too learned ones, the way they call themselves learned ones, the waka too that they follow. I wonder whether learned don't become. So our small pikin talk some talk. We'll play that one for end. We'll play that talk. Make that pikin here.
Yeah, you don't talk plenty talk about what is this former president do. May I just want add a few things then I say. That's why we don't talk say he be compromised, because being in that position where he be inside the den of the enemy, he got to follow orders from them. It be very likely say that move will be make before the Security Council be made. Be not because the enemy, La Republic, they tell him, do I'm so because they know the ramification. They need the ramification. Yeah, because being where he is, they get access to he, they feel manipulate it as they want, knowing exactly what he be the plan for do when he become for Naira. Because he going to that Naira hotel with whatever intention, he all give La Republic the ammunition for be able to hold it back and do whatever they do for you right now. But he for thank God, say, when they be arrest all of them, this interim government survived in the hands of President Samuel Ikome Sako. If we not get person where we be willing for take over this position, for us to be doing whatever we're doing, where you as the director of prison be able for send money, may they buy them clothes and all the like, may they buy them microwave for the people in the hot shop. If we not be get interim government in place for raise funds, for go pay money on their behalf, for to pay their legal fees, which they did for a long time. Say this interim government will pay their legal fee for a long time. If we not be get interim government for do the many things where they don't do them, what's that for them now? We know when they talk for ABC, there would have been no ABC. Would have just been sitting there and say, oh, this is the Anglophone problem, don't just die like this. They don't arrest them. Nothing would have happened. The international community don't get as involved as they get involved now. So this person be very selfish, in my opinion. He is very selfish. Every time when I come for this ABC, the Horizon, and he come from my mind, and he wonder why not if he just do one simple thing. Why not if he just say, I will stay back. For that same interview, they be asking, say, why be so when I get plenty faction they are secessionists and all the like. He said, no, we'll not be secessionists, we'll be restorationists, which is true. But we get different, we not really get different faction them. We all be united in purpose. But if you be united in purpose, and A, they do one thing where they take you behind, and B, they do one thing where they take you 2 steps behind, and C, they try to go forward. That unity in purpose no go catch fire. You don't do anything because you are doing things that are not they not be in alignment for that journey, for push the bus or the train forward. So this person don't say they ask a question, say they say you don't talk plenty with La Republic, you don't go into a dialogue, negotiations with La Republic. He said no, they use this word negotiation very loosely. He say when they be meet with La Republique in 2020, July 2020, he be give La Republique some 4 condition them. They call them confidence building measures. If we say La Republique, before they can do anything, may La Republique release all the prisoners of war. May La Republique make sure say military, they come off with territory,
My
all of it
friend, let me read
military.
am for you. It say end the violence, withdraw, withdrawal of the Cameroonian army, the
Yes.
unconditional release of all those arrested because of this crisis, a truly neutral country or territory, the presence of an impartial and neutral mediator. And
Okay.
if we give a tick, which one don't take place for any of these ones since we start talk with the people? Number one, the
But
violence never end. Number two, they never withdraw. Number three, they never meet the third party. Number four, they never do some. You dey still continue the bidding. How?
yeah, but the people will be very painful and say, it be really be person we care about Amazonians. Enough for even go through all those so-called confidence building measures for La Republique. If I say, okay, me I be prisoner here, I go be quiet. You want anything may succeed, talk for President Sako. He's the one leading the interim government. The people are behind him. Majority of the people are behind him. Very few people that be behind Siseko. Majority of the people, Southern Cameroonians, Amazonians, are 100% behind President Sako. So if I talk, say, I know say you want to talk with me, but I go shit on quiet now. I only care about myself. I care about my freedom. I care about you taking good care of me in prison. But I be sure say for me for leave this prison sooner, it be better say me talk with my the president will be for the diaspora where they lead the struggle at this time. Me, I be previous president, now there's a current president talk with it. That's what a real leader would have done. That's what somebody will care
Yes.
about our pride would have done. But he didn't do that. He's selfish and still continues to have conversation with these people where they suppress us. He's really an enabler. You know, when we use this word enabler
And nothing
loosely,
good is
he's an
coming out.
enabler.
The funniest one is that the conversations are continuing. How can you continue talking with somebody that is not even burning, just even burning? That's why I say he just making him. Amazonians, please forgive us. We are not talking here because we want to be calling people's names. But if we say you will say the truth and the truth will set you free, we get to pinpoint some of the things that where we Amazonians we need to do and right where it make we picking that they continue to die. Nobody not happy for here because if you go give yourself like rubber bait, that's where they take a hook before they want catch fish. This time self, the La Republique don't live in China, they don't enter, catch all fish. I don't even know whether we're picking they go know what it mean for even go take bait, catch fish, because fish they don't finish for water. But the thing I say,
Wow.
that thing where that they hook fish, you put them for your hook, you throw am inside water so that fish go see am like. Then first time they be the use na worm. The fish go first chop the worm before e wan reach for that hook wey e go shake before you kill it. You draw am out. But now dem dey use na plastic, some dey make some kind artificial fish. And when dem make am like that, that thing no dey die, e no dey rot ten, e no dey fish dey can hang there, before you wan know, e don start shake e head, you pull am out, you throw that very bait. Na so
Reuse it.
Amazonians, they say use am. Na it wey we
Yeah.
dey talk say this person no go dey so talk every day. They call you talk, they can't give suit you wear and you go talk, nothing no dey show up. You go shout for their head say me sef I don tire, una don use me tire, make una go talk with the people dem wey una dey fear for talk with them. Make una go at least go talk there. Because the condition the way you outline am for here, person go see and go say, na fine talk this. No be this man really dey fight for this thing. See the thing where he dey talk. But take something where all man dey talk am. then you dey make your enemy may continue the whole you like their friend, whereas they are just using you to mark time. As I talked
but
before,
that
they never ever call Midima President Sako
yeah.
he come make am for some place, make am even talk. They never call it. It mean I say they not know say e dey. Una wan talk na say they no know say this person dey. Na true way they
Well,
say.
the important place for this press for go now for the Swiss-led process, because they know say it for that one. So that's the one where international community don't endorse. A lot of countries, Canada, the United States, Germany, the EU, Britain, UK, they don't endorse them. So that one at the real table. I don't know why that one we will talk about that Nova say, okay, the Swiss-led process is already there. The international mediation will already be there. Mo will go for that one. He has never endorsed it. Why? Because he believed for that La Republic dialogue thing, you know. And
They
one
even
simple
ask
thing we
people
begin for
getting
do.
the Swiss talk. Mape, they ask the Swiss talk. If you hear the way turn the Swiss talk, I just thought say, well, how the man to just, sometimes the be where if you are brother, if now you dey take first, sometime. Some pikin can't start take first. You go talk say master, but that pikin to the try.
Mm-hmm.
But he just downplay the Swiss talk. Now for them, where I really thought to them, say this Swiss talk really they're very important.
Yeah,
Because La Republique no one come me for the Swiss talk. La Republique they go the meet on you for prison when they talk on the plans or other kind dialogue. You too, you go downplay the Swiss talk. That means say Swiss talk na e hold am. Na e
absolutely.
hold
If you
am.
be
That
really
means say
care,
something better.
yeah.
No
If
matter
you be
who
really,
there for the
yeah.
Swiss,
Sorry, my
no
Rachel. If you be
matter
really care, go ahead.
hmm,
I'm there. I'm sorry.
no, you go ma go.
I want to say if you really care for all we dying people, them. If I tell La Republic, so join that Swiss talk when I solve that problem. I know they there. I know they there. I know if you be there, go there when I solve that problem. Even all this condition way be bring them. Now only one condition way for bring them. Why war? We there for war because La Republic start kill with people them. In the condition where they talk about ceasefire, there should nothing be like ceasefire. If La Republic pull the army from all our territory, who will we be fighting? Now all we begin for action say when I move on ourselves, when I start this war, when I take guns and go inside with territory, start with kill, we pick them. When I take our guns and leave, then there's no point for us to fight back because you guys will be gone. So ceasefire will automatically take place. But my Rachel, this man, only God will show us what happens in future. Because this Siseko, I'm sorry, it don't really mess us
The
up. And he continues
the
to do
future
so.
is now.
Yeah,
Future is now because
yeah.
thing wey we go do now, thing wey every person dey do now, na e go determine wetin wey go happen tomorrow. So if you shouldon wey you be Ambazonia, you dey say if you do not toe the line, I no know which line wey you want am make people dey toe am again. Or if you be na the person wey you dey so knack your chest say na you be leader, but dem dey kill your pikin dem for house every day. They don't even have any defense mechanism. You have to question yourself, am I really a leader? If you been a leader where they also kind of take you go story with you. Sometimes they must even befriend you, do something good for you, but they never ever do you anything good. You still befriend that kind of person. There comes a time in a man's life when you say enough is enough and you take a U-turn. And I think say the time don't reach where they really need to take a U-turn because people are suffering. Make them not think say that because of like some other one the way they say Swiss peace. Eh? Swiss
Yeah,
peace. Some funny peace the way that the worker they want deceive people then they. Bible say I give you peace, not as the world giveth, just that kind of peace where God the give. Because every person fit say it go bring you peace, but go carry una go back. Carry una go back for La Republique. Then una now which kind peace sef? Una not see week where we send thing. People them for Fako, In many other places, they don't dey cry. Land grabbers, they don't come. They don't grab all land. Now, which piece where you go wan leave am for your own pikin dem? Everywhere they don't grab. Okay, tomorrow when your own pikin dem not big now. Now how you want, what you want give am for? Bible say a good parent leave some good things for posterity, for his great grandchildren. Una want una dede now. Wait una wan leave am for una great grandchildren, Ambazonians. If una not start fight today, even forget a piece of land where you go keep am for your village, for your pikin. Even the educational system wey we declare every day say Ambazonia educational system, not be even the one wey they call am say Anglo-Saxon. No, the one wey una go fit identify una sef dey like how Ghana dey get their own way, they even dey teach their mother tongue, the Ambazonian school system. Why una no go fight for something wey na una own? Na which kind thing this way wey opportunity go comot so, instead of una everybody for join hand for say make we tie the cocky bundle. So one day it's a disgrace. You dey give the enemy the upper hand, may continue keep do the handwork wey he want. But thank God say some people they stand on the right side of the storytelling. Thank God. They used to say when the saints go marching in, oh Lord, I want to be in the number. Can all of us sing that song? Can we sing
Yes.
that song? When they say can they march now, if when Ambazonia go come, will you really confidently march into Ambazonia like somebody who stood up for Ambazonia? No, do the truth so that the truth will set you free. We're picking that they suffer. Not be that conny peace where they can't just manage some peace give you. They like how they don't dig all road from Bunda to Bamenda. Then they go enter inside Bamenda town. They start becoming the broke people the houses. They said that they want tar road. Which road are they tar am? Ambazonians will tar their roads according to the way they want build their city, how they want build their country. We get architects, we get town planners. All those things, people are there.
Engineers.
Ambazonia no una comot for sleep. Person no hate the La Republique. Good neighborliness is important in life. But when your neighbor start kill you for reduce to so that meal not exist, then you are no, then person no fit talk again.
Marisha, you mentioned something about the Swiss Peace, that NGO. I just want to read something about what they're about. It says Swiss Peace is a practice and research institute dedicated to advancing effective peace building partnership with local and international actors. No, sorry about that. Let me restart. Swiss Peace is a practice and research institute dedicated to advancing effective peace building. Partnerships with local and international actors are at the core of our work. Together, we combine expertise and creativity to reduce violence and promote peace in contexts affected by conflicts. So, I really suspect this Swiss Peace, it don't go throughout our territory for Southern Cameroons. It don't go for the cities, Boya, Bamenda, probably Victoria, meet people them where they would share what they chase a peace look like. But we have to understand, say, when they meet with these people, the Republic officials are there present also. And when they're talking about peace, they are talking about peace within the context of La Republique, where they talk about justice. Because the real type of peace comes when you don't get justice from all the bad things that they don't do and for now. So the real people that will be affected, where they need to talk about peace, most of them there for IDPs them, right? They're there for bushes, they be refugees, they don't have access They don't get access to these Swiss peace people the way they go around. So the most important people, the way they really need to be part of the process, they are not part of the process. So we don't know whether all this talk about Swiss peace, now they don't start lay groundwork where they will go talk about this so-called grand national dialogue where they come back again. Because they will bring people the way they participate for all this Swiss peace talk. They will bring them. Say, okay, we don't meet with all these people then. They don't agree, say, we get forget peace, we get for reconcile, we go for forget and forgive. We go build our road them fine. We go build our schools them, our hospital them, and everything will go back to normal. So it's all a sham. Because if you don't get to the truth, the fundamental truth, all this superficial to what they do, it not gonna work. It not gonna work. Marriage, I think I don't know whether we technician, yeah.
My
Yeah.
patient, the Christian self na say, wetin be don happen for 56, 60 years counting, wey dem no be fit don build the schools, build the hospitals. If you go for Bota Hospital, that building still stand for day, nothing never add. At least, if e be for being na some people wey dem be the think sef, that place for don be na some teaching hospital now. For the reference, for the nobility, for the standard wey e be get am that time, at least if we don get a reference to be a teaching hospital, dem no build am. And then una no ask una sef say, wetin be happen wey dem no be don do all these things? Dem don instead take all the things wey una be get am, dem don take am. Then na now wey una wake up say make una leave we, make we do our thing like that first time. Na wey dem can talk say no worry, I go do you this. E just dey like pikin wey dem no buy a Christmas clothes. Then 24th for 24th night, they say no worry, you wear a new clothes, yeah. Who said the new clothes? Shop they don't close. The next day na 25th. Who said they'll go buy you clothes? All man know say shop they close that day. If your mommy no be don buy your clothes for the last market day or buy your things since put am for under box, 24 they can't dey pet you, say no worry. Why they no be don do all these things? Now when people don't die, they don't burn 400 villages. Now many times they want, which time they want build am all? Burn school them, burn hospital them, keep pikin them, burn even take gun, shoot 4 months old pikin. From condemn the fry pikin for oil. The other last one we see am wey they put fire, small pikin burn inside house. So there be one tar road, the one be hospital, the one be school. Nana, only this time where after all the kind of atrocity that don't happen. If you even look sideways, they go from there, no road. But if you go for backside, you go see some airstrip then they way plane that the only can land collecting the commot. Even the locals, they don't even know say that kind of thing that they happen for their backyard. So people go the kind that they rob una for back, rob thief una thing them. Then come for front, say no worry, yeah, we go buy your shoes tomorrow. No worry. As if you do not know that tomorrow is Christmas. It's the 24th or the 25th. They say don't worry, we'll tie you road, we go build on our school, we go bring peace, we'll stay in unity. Who saw the unity be first go before now way I beg. Ambazonians them, make we try stand talk say we deal with this interim government. I know say plenty Ambazonians that they do many good works in their small places for make sure say make something happen. But the only thing wey fit happen, wey fit give lasting peace, go be na the one way make Ambazonian they go manage their affairs. We get people for UK, Canada, small group, all the countries that dey do things. But if e no go end to the fact say Ambazonia go make dem recognize that independence for 1961, let these people go and manage their own. After Ambazonia be bigger than 62 United Nations countries, independent countries, in land mass and in population. So there is no excuse anywhere, anytime to say, no, this and that. We can make person no fool we. Mape, I dey only see
Yes,
you,
so
dey
uh,
do well.
no, I don't listen to what plenty to what you don't talk. And if we Ambazonians them who really think people that were there for ground zero, they really think this thing through for see whether La Republic really care for them. They not for even start this reconstruction for inside city where they bulldoze people their houses them. They for go for the villages where they don't burn them, construct building them. Say all these people that we don't burn their building them, we don't build on the houses that when I come back. Because when I just say all that building where they don't build, all that land will be deserted. People used to live there, right? Who's other people they don't go? Of course, some they don't die because La Republic killed them, but the majority of them, they are IDPs living in either La Republic land or as refugees in neighboring countries. So, for solve this problem, if they really care, they for go inside that hinterland them for Kwakwa area, for bush, for Ndu, for for Menchum, for Gokintuja, all the like. Build the buildings them where you don't when I don't burn them. When I go to make some small camouflage with roads where when I will just bulldoze road, take money from different government them when where they go for our pocket when they really do anything for the people them. But the bottom line I say the all Ambazonians them, whether not the one where they did for fence or not the one that when I touch Ambazonians them, if given the choice, freely, they will want their free Southern Commons. Nothing to do with La Republic. That is the bottom line. We don't get two surveys them where they don't tell us to cut it out. To me, is survey and the one way see condition of dialogue and negotiation done recently. So they don't tell we say people they want their independence. So if La Republic is trying to dodge from it because I'm trying to do all this grand national dialogue, it will do 1, 2, 3, 20, 40 grand national dialogue, it not will solve the problem. The only problem will solve when you go for internationally mediated settlement. We want to get to the bottom, the root bottom cause of the problem. If person gets on sick, if I go hospital, I get fever, they give me antibiotic. I mean, they give me Tylenol or paracetamol or ibuprofen for take care of the fever, but they don't solve the real problem. They don't find out say now some particular bacteria they cause me that fever. That fever, that Tylenol will bring down the fever, but it will come back up again. Just because they never treat that infection, they never give me the medication where it will kill that bacteria where they cause that infection. So La Republic, where they cause the fever. So La Republic will do all kind of the grand national dialogue. If you never go meet Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonia them for that table, for look for the root cause, the problem no will go away. It will never go away. That's the bottom line.
Another talk there where one of our big brother be talk. I remember that time where former prime minister for colonial country became prime minister Musongewe came with bilingualism committee or whatever for Bamenda way. One of our brother I don't know, Paulinus Joa Bobe, Bobe Paulinus Joa, he talk, he look all of them. He said, you people are trying to resist this independence, this recognition, this quest that these children are doing, or that you are terming them to be terrorists. I know all of you sitting down here, deep inside your heart, you want this, you want Ambazonia to exist. I forget
Absolutely.
for bring up the video so that me will play and me on my here. Because sometimes now I talk say whether person go pity them or you no go know how for do with them all. But if you not get you power, no can be kid the talk say if anybody will not toe the line. Which line you want me to toe am
Which
again?
line are we towing? Exactly.
No, this talk dey so it's funny me. If anybody will not respect, then like instead for you for tell the oppressor say, well, come on, do something where it go make sense. Just adhere. They think say they will live for eternity because they want to chop the small money where they don't go give them can say if they nobody told line. People are not they don't get house to sleep. They don't have their homes have been burnt down. As my patients talk, go for Ngokitunja, go for Kwakwa, go for Munyenge, go for Bafia, go for all these places where they don't bomb villages there. Go start become the big correct uh, uh, apartment houses, modern homes for people that make them stay. No go the tar road. How many people even get motor for drive and inside Bamenda City? Which kind of irony this way? We now just spend people their life just do opposite things. The things say it go in the course of even doing it, you break down people's building, and then you claim that
Exactly.
you
And
compensate.
not even
Compensate them with
compensate
what?
themselves.
So
Oh,
when they say they
wickedness for
compensate
yeah.
them with what? With how? When? Which kind of thing this? How people though just should also just dey lie all the time. It is not mape. No, no, she don't for because over the top. We just pray say God go really make God help we because it seems as if people are lost. They are losing the mark. You know, potency is
Yeah.
no longer there. You know, people whom you look up to, they come and tell you, yeah, if you do not toe the line, and you are preparing to go for another grand dialogue. How much did you people budget for the first one that you people said they have given you special status? The special status, they do the same thing for the whole place. Eh? What kind of thing is this? I beg. Whatever the case, we may not be saying what is right. We may not be saying what most of us want to hear. We may not be framing it the way so intelligently, the way some of us would have loved it to be said or to be transmitted out there. We may not say, we may not have the capability, but if you have, there's no way you will have a tummy ache and you will not lie down flat. It's difficult. Hardly have I seen somebody that has tummy ache and is lying up. We always lie down. The small way that we can always say it here, like mothers, like sisters, like aunties, like women in the revolution, for quest of our restoration and recognition, this is the only way we can say it with the information that we will have. We will be coming here every Friday by the grace of God to come and make our voice, share our ideas, and do things that will say it the way it is because we don't have anything to hide. So before we go close, Mappy, I don't know whether I get something for talk, so that made them put on this small thing with our small, it's our daughter, not even our small sister. It's telling us something. Maybe you can laugh about it. Maybe you can really listen to it and make it a take home message. But it is touching, it is funny to laugh, it is everything that you can imagine coming from a small from a young girl.
Yeah, marriage. I might just make my closing comments since you going to play that one and then we'll just end them. I want to say this struggle for our independence, it be real because we as Southern Cameroonians, we want to get our own land for build the type of institutions where we picking they'll be proud of. We want to get the best type of schools for picking them, the best type of hospitals, the best type of banks, the best type of marketplace, everything where human being need for just live a peaceful life, the best type of roads. peace of mind where if you travel from one place to the other without getting harassed. The possibility say any picking way it gets sense, it will grow to be the best that picking fit be without being failed by the system where it be corrupt. You know, there's so many much more to say. The best type of institutions, governing institution where you deal with real democratic processes, where people they respect the rule of law, the legal system be respected. But don't forget, that's what we are fighting. That's what we are fighting for this generation
Right.
and future generations. So, Mami, that video where that people go play, it go tell una say, just watch for yourself. Thank you so much for watching it, for
Okay,
watching. Till we
later.
see you again next time.
Yes, let me just give my own closing remarks so that our little daughter will take us home. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sitting tight. Please do not go right away because there is a daughter of ours who has something, just maybe 3 or 5 seconds for us to listen. We just want to thank everyone that made this Friday on the horizon possible. We've read comments on Facebook. We thank everyone. And we are still doing what we are supposed to do. We may not do it the way you may want it to be done, but then all I know, what we know from the women's department in the interim government is that we are making our voices heard like mothers. We cannot sit quiet. We will keep on talking, sensitizing our people, bringing out things that are in circulation, those that have passed. We can say the same thing over and over. Please do not get tired with us because that is the only way we can keep the fire burning till we get to Boya. So we thank you for having been there this evening. Have a blessed weekend till we meet again next Friday. Thank you very much. Technical crew, we are waiting for that.
They talk say they want go the higher school for the Cameroon.